mama
Hubba.
and her son man. His relationship is dead. Kim stayed in Texas instead. Mama, Matt's got a new girlfriend. What's up, everybody? Today we're watching TLC I Love a Mama's Boy. Once again, we're in season 3, and that's right, Matt has got a new girlfriend. Man, these guys just have game. By the way, sorry if I sound a little weird today. I am still sick. I was starting to get sick in the last video, and now I'm there. So where we last left off, Matt had just broken things off with his then fiance, Kelly. Kim. Kim decided to stay in Texas, and we find out now that he has been seeing someone by the name of Brittany, and now he's deciding whether it's time for her to meet Kelly, his mom. So today we're just going to look at two things. The first thing is seeing how Matt and Kelly are adjusting since Kim has left, and also we're going to be looking at Matt introducing Kelly to the new girlfriend, Brittany. Let's go.
My mom's 110% invested into my world. I hope to find another person that will accept that and love it and embrace it and respect it.
I think it's going to be hard finding anyone as invested as you are, man.
We live about 20 feet from each other.
Special delivery. Whoa. Hubba.
Don't even do that as a joke, man. Pat's looking in from the main house like, God damn it, Kelly never says that about me anymore. I get it. You may probably just trying to boost his ego, boost his self-esteem, but I don't think a 31-year-old needs that from his mom. I don't really understand where they draw the line with privacy.
All right, well, can I get dressed?
Sure.
Okay, yeah, go on.
All right.
Sure. Yeah. Hard. Need to process that.
So how are you sleeping?
I'm feeling better, sleeping better. I think
I was worried. I was worried about you.
Yeah.
Because when you do better, I do better.
Let the man speak, Kelly. Despite the fact that she wants to protect him and help him, it's still Kelly's world. At his age and her age, I don't think what she needs to focus on is protecting him. I think she needs to help him progress through life. Not protect, but progress. Because once Kelly reaches the age where she needs to be looked after, and then he'll be in his like 40s, 50s, and he's only going to be looking after you, and he won't really have time to go out there and date, and that's very concerning, isn't it?
You don't realize you were so unhappy until you're in a better place, I guess.
Wow, that is so ironic. Literally what he just said is pretty much how Kim felt. She didn't know how happy she would be until she left to Texas.
Do you want me to look in my little Rolodex and look for some numbers? My friends might have some daughters.
A Rolodex?
You might as well pull out the Pokédex at this point, man. I mean, there's some pretty good looking Pokemon out there. I'm just saying. Eh?
I don't want to be a roadblock to Matthew finding his true love. I want Matthew to find a woman that
Is a complete clone of her.
There is a saying where like men like to date people that are like their mothers, but at the same time, being similar doesn't mean being a clone, man. You're getting a little bit into the Kelly creepy side there. I think she's rubbing off on you a little bit too much now.
So I've started to see somebody. You're not gonna go to girlfriend title without mom's approval. And I just know that she's going to put the next girl through hell.
I feel like that's mentally tough on you as well, putting that like mental roadblock in your mind, knowing that your mom will put this next girl through hell. It's not really going to benefit you out there, but I mean, somehow it's succeeded. I mean, you've got yourself, I was gonna say girlfriend, but not really until she gets mama's approval, right?
For me personally, it's not will you be my girlfriend, it's are you gonna accept my mom? So that's the question for me.
Well, then you're kind of setting yourself up for failure, and you're not wanting a life partner if the question is, are you going to accept my mom, not will you be my girlfriend, considering it's not Kelly's relationship, it's yours, dude. I know, like, you want to find someone that accepts her, but again, dude, it's your relationship. Come on, man, bro.
Hello.
Hi, hon.
Look so handsome.
Look beautiful. Hi.
What did you do today?
I just worked and then, you know,
I still don't really know what Matt does for work.
those conversations that I always have with mom. You know how she's 20 feet away.
She must really like this dude. That's the kind of laugh girls give when they're trying to impress the guy. When the guy tells a really shit joke and she just laughs to make you feel better. You're so funny, Matt. Ha 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 ha.
You're the first thing I think about when I wake up in the morning. Last thing I think about when I go to sleep. You're awesome.
Oh,
Love it.
Thanks.
As Matt said, it's quite new, but she's already quite head over heels for him. Only one more thing to do now. Meet the mom.
You might want to go ahead and take that next kind of step that you would naturally take in a relationship.
She got that look in her eyes, you know, that, oh, next step, oh, hit the bedroom, I don't see nothing wrong. Way to let out mom and grind.
I'm just like nervous to even ask this. It's been a while.
I feel like I'm back in high school.
No, it's not like that. It's just,
When's the last time someone asked you to go to the bedroom? She must really like him, and they must definitely be taking it slow if she's getting kind of, nervous talking about this next step. So I'm sorry, Brittany, you're about to be very, very disappointed.
I want to meet my mom.
The mom. I'm a little thrown off that is the next step.
Kind of excited for it, a little nervous about it.
I already know her.
Dude looked like he got the most heaviest burden off his chest, like he finally got to say I love you or something.
When did you first tell her about me?
I haven't told her because I feel like I would rather have her meet you and fall for you the way I did instead of having to, me build a conception about you.
Is this a test?
No, not a test. It's an interrogation. Prepare yourself.
If his mom is the key to get where we're going, then let's do this.
The bedroom.
I'll tell her that you're willing to meet her, you want to meet her.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
All right, do you want to go do the Ferris wheel then?
yes.
Okay.
Dude, that was so nonchalant, bro. What the fuck? I feel like you were talking about something super serious, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, hey, let's hop on the Ferris wheel. If anything, I feel like the gesture, the romanticism of it all would have made more sense if you had asked her on the Ferris wheel. You guys could have been like cuddling on the Ferris wheel, kisses here and there, and we're talking about life, and then also, hey, like, we're getting real close. Why don't we go and, you want to meet my mom? I feel like that would have made her feel just a little bit more comfortable. That, and also, do you want to...
But now, the work really starts. This is really when the lines in the sand will be drawn. Boom.
Boom, bro. Oh, gee, I'm using that from now on, bro. Boom. Matt got his own little catchphrase, dude. What the fuck? Now imagine they're gonna finally make it to the bedroom at some point, and then when he's done, you know what's happening. Boom. And now Matt has to break the news to Kelly. Kelly is now at a cemetery with Matt, where she's planning to pick her place of rest. Not just her place of rest, but Matt and Pat's place of rest, which is very, very morbid and premature and weird to be thinking of a place for your son. Anyway, Matt's plan is to let her know about Brittany in a cemetery. Yeah, nice.
I have a birthday coming up, and that always gets me thinking I'm getting closer to the grave.
But it's a celebratory moment, not a closing ceremony, yeah.
I always tell Matt, the moment you're born, you're beginning the process of death.
The moment you gotta pump some positivity into the child's life, man. Not set him up for death. What? I'm gonna name you Matt, my boy, and in about 80 years you're gonna be dead. Okay, dead. So every year, just so you know, you're gonna die. But that's my little boy.
So we're looking at where you're gonna be laid to rest?
Yes, and you also.
What?
You saying you want grandchildren and you didn't even consider Matt's partner or kids? You're letting them know that they're gonna die even when they're kids. I mean, you should probably measure up the whole family tree.
I want Matthew to be laid to rest by my side. I think he feels okay with it, don't you?
I don't know.
I mean, you're going
I don't
along
even know
with
why I
it.
have to even think about this kind of thing right now.
What?
She's very dismissive of other people's thoughts and feelings. Come on, Kelly. You need to grow up yourself.
You whining and dining me.
In a cemetery.
Classy.
You can't say that I'm boring.
Nah, yeah.
If anything, this makes me want a more boring relationship. Again, this show is just amazingly fantastic at their awkward silences. It's
Am kind of seeing someone new.
When Matt brought up to me that he was dating someone new, I think I had PTSD.
And that is just offensive to anyone who has ever actually experienced PTSD. This breakup that has happened with Matt and his ex-fiancée is not even your relationship to deal with. I get that you are very heavily involved, but it's It's not like Pat breaking up with you, you know, it's not so close to you that it would cause you like major distress and distraught. But for you to say like you experienced PTSD over something, I don't want to make it seem so small, but as trivial as a breakup, that is just offensive to what post-traumatic stress disorder really is, especially for people like, you know, war veterans. A few videos back, we watched a video where Matt, Kelly, and Kim were on an interview for a TV show, and Kelly explained that Matt had almost passed away as a child when giving birth, and that's kind of where her overly protective nature stems from. That I could somewhat count as PTSD if you saw Matt on his deathbed or going through some heavy injury. But you can't say that about a breakup, man. And it just kind of shows how dramatic Kelly is.
So you decided to tell me at my eternal resting place.
You're kind of hard to tell things to sometimes.
I don't think that's true.
I mean, if it worked out, we're gonna have to get 4 spots instead of 3, right?
What?
So you get to lay with your partner, but your son Matt doesn't?
I need to lie down for this. Oh, God.
This time I'm playing hardball. If I see something, I'm gonna say something. My mama bear heart wants to protect you. That's instinctive.
Humans themselves, we grow from our mistakes, and so if you protect him to the point where he makes no mistakes, how can he grow? And that was proven through the breakup. He was very immature. He lashed out and acted like an absolute man-child.
Kim, I'm done. Told you she'd do it.
I'm sure now that he has gone through it, he can see how immature he was. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed he doesn't act like that again, but who knows. But low-key, I think Matt is starting to grow up a little bit in the sense that he still wants his mom's approval, but at the same time, he understands that he needs to fulfill his wants and needs as well. I mean, he was trying that with his previous relationship, but he was too concerned over what his mom was thinking. But I think right now, he is very much willing to look past a few things to make sure his relationship works, which is dope.
I think I should be civil.
I think you need to kick back, G. You should definitely just be civil, and then you can think about how you want to act after you've met her. This woman is a true villain. I'm telling you, Cruella de Vil. She got dogs too. She's just growing them. Just waiting for it. I'm waiting for it to happen. Okay, let's not make jokes about that, because God forbid, I love dogs. I have a dog myself, and Cruella de Vil, you better stay the fuck away from my house. So now we've reached a pivotal moment of this video where Matt's new girlfriend Brittany gets to finally meet Kelly, the main woman in Matt's life. Then the true battle begins for Brittany, and she can now start to, I guess, find out what kind of person Kelly is and try and impress her and then go from there.
Are you afraid of what I'm gonna do?
No, I just know that
You should be.
I'm throwing this party to scope her out. Should we have a margarita or?
Shouldn't we wait? It's kind of rude.
No.
Imagine your child being your voice of reason.
Oh, she's here. She's here.
Okay, it's not the Queen of England.
What a bitch, bro. I mean, like, it's clear that your son is very into this woman, so much to the point that he really wants her to meet you. And for you to be like, come on, relax, it's not the Queen of England. I'm surprised you didn't say, relax, it's not me. Give this man a chance. Give this woman a chance.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. It was very uncomfortable.
Brittany is gonna have to earn her way into our family.
The way she says it, you make it sound like you're the Queen of England. Really? Earn her way into your family?
I have a little surprise for you, Brittany. All right, let me get him. She's a binder.
I shouldn't be shocked, I guess.
My goodness, a binder. What is this, a business meeting? She's about to get hired or fired.
You're fired.
When it comes to Matt and Kelly, I understand how Matt can find her as a fun person. Obviously, she is his best friend to some certain extent. Despite Kelly having her strict and crazy ways, she is a fun person to Matt. So perhaps they had an agreement beforehand that she would, lighten up, be civil, and be a little bit more fun so that Brittany can feel more welcome and comfortable. But Matt is realizing that might not be the case now that the binder has come out. God, what is some Amy Santiago shit, which kind of reinforces my idea of thinking Matt is growing up a little bit because he's feeling a little bit of that annoyance that his mom is going a little bit too far.
I'm a little disappointed with how things are going right now.
Put this on for our little party?
We throw a lot of parties, and I wanted to see how she rolls with the punches, or if she's gonna roll her eyes and have a tizzy.
That's not too bad. I think that's fine. It's a little party. It is kind of weird that she's the only one wearing something. I think if you're going to say, like, yeah, I throw parties all the time and I'm just poking fun, maybe you should set the scene and set the mood a little bit more. Wear your own costume or get Matt to wear something too. But this clearly feels like a targeted attack.
I have some questions that I'd like to ask you.
Who gives a meet and greet like this?
Let's start out with a few fun ones. What's your sign?
Gemini.
Do you value a man's relationship with his mother?
I seem to recall her vividly saying, let's start out with a few fun ones. That was one fun one. I mean, I'd say that's one. I wouldn't even say that was fun. You just asked her what her star sign is. So, I mean, oh, we're straight to the serious shit. Okay.
I've never had such an intense meeting with a boyfriend's parents.
Trust me, honey, I don't think anyone ever has. It's some crazy shit.
If you found someone that you wanted to marry, that person asked if you would sign a prenup.
Mom.
What?
Real subtle. Matt Sewell's waiting for your approval. And you're asking about marriage and a prenup? God damn.
Is that something you would consider?
Did you sign a prenup?
Damn! Because, I mean, a prenup, that's a very interesting thing to be talking about for the first time you meet someone's parents, mom, whatever. I mean, you're talking about marriage, and then you're also talking about if things were to go south, if you were to break up. And, you know, obviously Kelly wants to protect her assets, and she also wants Matt to protect his assets. It's weird talking about prenups because you're talking about failure. Like, I'm all for it, you know, honestly, but I don't think it's something you need to discuss until you really get to that moment. So
No.
No. See, why would you prepare for a divorce, though, is the way I see it.
damn, she's spitting facts though. That's not practical. Why would you even get married then?
I think she was kind of a little bit snarky with her remarks. I didn't appreciate it.
What would you appreciate, Kelly? I mean, all she's doing is speaking her mind. Anything that doesn't go your way is considered snarky, I suppose.
If I search your name on the internet, what will I find? A jail sentence?
My LinkedIn?
Nude? I said nude.
My LinkedIn is what you would find.
And the way she repeated it too, it's so condescending. I said nudes. Would I find nudes if I looked you up, bitch? This is very much crossing that line of appropriateness. And a jail sentence, that's kind of sad. You're very much questioning her character before really getting to know her. You're not even trying to ask her questions to find out more about how she is as a person and her character, and you're more judging her firsthand and then seeing how she reacts. Therefore, you're getting the snarky remark. Dude, any normal human being would get snarky with you if you were to assume bad things about them.
Eventually, like to move out of California.
But if you were to marry my son,
In-laws quarter.
Options.
do you value your children being close to their
Brittany and I haven't even
grandfather?
talked about this stuff yet.
This is just a little meet and greet.
You just dismiss your own son. Like, your son clearly wants to start a relationship with this woman. You're not even giving her a chance. You're not even giving him a chance, really. At the beginning, he was saying, how can this be a meet and greet? It has very much an interrogational vibe. And yet you're still reinforcing the idea that it is a meet and greet, even though everyone, or pretty much unanimously, agrees that this has gone beyond that.
I want Brittany to be scared of me. I want this little girl to know that I'm going to pop up whenever I want to. And maybe pop off, too.
Really? Pop off? You mean like... This is another thing. I watched the interview in several videos back, and Kelly says she likes to rule with fear, with guilt, pretty much everything you don't want to be teaching and instilling into your kids. And, you know, ruling with fear is one thing, but I think earning respect is something very much more important. It's different when you're being feared and when you're being respected. And, you know, you don't get genuine interactions when someone fears you as opposed to when someone respects you.
I have one more question.
What are your plans with my son?
I just like to keep things going where they're going, which is hopefully a good place.
She wants to take him to the bedroom. That's where she wants to go.
With Brittany, I don't know enough about her to form a better opinion.
But this was just a little much. I mean...
Agreed. Thank you, Matt. You finally said something logical. She doesn't have enough information to form an opinion of her. That was your opportunity to do so today. A meet and greet. You were literally supposed to find out more about her, get more information about her, not dive straight into the uncomfortable topic. Matt needs to step up and set these boundaries so that Kelly doesn't overstep in the future. So we're moving on to the final part of this video where Matt and Kelly go to a little couples massage thing. I think it's very normal for a son to hang out with their mom, get massages together, sure, but maybe not a couples massage. They're gonna have a little debrief session, and so Matt's gonna ask Kelly how she thinks about Brittany, etc., etc. And hopefully all things go well and we can continue the relationship and see where it goes.
There were a lot of awkward moments in there.
Are you guys celebrating an anniversary today?
No, I think Mom and I just needed a day out.
Yeah.
They were definitely a bit thrown off when Matt said mom. For me personally, I'd probably just take my mom out for lunch. We're all thinking the same thing, ladies. It's kind of weird.
She seems to be a nice girl, but I thought she was a little bit lippy.
After my last relationship, I'm just nervous about getting into anything.
I could understand that.
You really don't. Matt is hesitant about going into a relationship full out, but he's just trying to get your approval first before he even begins to pursue something like this. And you diving into those very deep, long-term questions so early into this dating stage, it kind of introduces new problems and anxiety for both parties. It's not being smart. If anything, it's being very immature and irresponsible with your decision making.
And I just want to make sure he makes the right decision.
I mean, I respect that, and I think that's great. I do think you're right, but we're never gonna know unless I actually do get out there and try.
Wow, Matt is sounding like a grown-up for once. You're never gonna know until he goes out there and tries. So even if it does fail, then he will know, and he will have learned from it. He will learn that Brittany isn't the one for him. That's beautiful that Matt is growing up and learning that. But Kelly is being, as she said, overprotective because she's nervous based on the last relationship. But it's not always gonna end up like that. Matt just really wants to get out there and move on with his life. And Kelly, you just gotta let him do it. You gotta let him do it.
This could possibly have legs to stand on. I think
Well,
Mom needs to open up and
you
allow
have spent more
Brittany.
time with her than I have.
Yes,
so
but Mom,
I can't
Brittany's
say that
very
yet.
sweet. Like, you just have to give her a chance.
Damn, Matt, you tell her what's up. You're finally growing a bit of a backbone. She's frustrated that her son is wanting to start a relationship with someone that she literally antagonized a day before. I just,
Thank you for coming with me.
You're welcome.
I want you to promise me something.
What?
I'll never be replaced. Promise.
Dude, how can a girlfriend or wife or whatever replace you as a mother? Never be replaced. What do you mean by that? Do you mean replaced as a mom? Replaced as a best friend? Matt doesn't have to replace you as a best friend. If anything, the only thing you can be literally replaced as by is with another mother. And it's not like Pat is getting married anytime soon or remarried anytime soon, so you're not really gonna be replaced. Now, if you're talking about being a best friend, yeah, okay, you could probably ask for that, and Matt can oblige to some certain degree. He could stay as your best friend while also having a life partner and a wife. I suppose that's not impossible, but it just screams insecurity. You know what I mean? I feel like a parent's job is to nurture and grow their kids and see them go off and succeed on their own, because once you're gone from this world, how are they going to deal with the real world without you if they've been relying on you their entire life? Man, Matt, you reassuring your mom is great, but if only you could have reassured your ex-fiance and now your current girlfriend or current person you're dating, man, things would have gone a lot smoother for you, man. Let's not do any faceless promises, all right? Don't just say you're gonna do something and then not do it, like with Kim when you said you're gonna do this and that with the house and then go against everything she said. And that's all the time we have today. Thank you guys so much for sticking around and watching. Let me know what you guys think of this new relationship in the comments below. And if you want to see where this new relationship triangle goes with Matt, Brittany, and Kelly, you're just gonna have to subscribe and find out. Thank you guys so much for sticking around and watching this video. Again, it sucks that I'm sick, but I'm gonna keep pushing through and getting these videos out. I'm now gonna head back into editing, but yeah, I hope to see you guys soon in the next episode and future videos. And yeah, much love as always. This is me, eLV, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Started looking at me, I don't mean to impose. Can I buy me a drink? She said, yeah, I suppose. When she looking at me, give me chills, I froze. Give me check up, down, you the one I chose. Singing like, na 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 na. Since you coming on with me and you handle her, na 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 na. Who you think you talking to? Ain't no amateur.